Hello, how are you today? So the next 2 or 3 weeks I'm going to be posting videos in the half of the week on Trim Healthy Mama and how the meals work and what's acceptable in certain meals. So Trim Healthy Mama is a plan where you separate fats from carbs. So you don't eat fats with carbs unless you're nursing or pregnant or you're maintaining, then you can eat them together. But you know what? Crossovers are still on plan. So no matter what, keep that in mind. So this is going to be your keto-friendly meals. This is going to be your S meals. This is going to be the keto, low-carb, whatnot meals. So you're going to keep your carbs low, your fats wherever, and then your meal is going to be anchored with protein. So I kind of like imagine a anchor, and that's the protein, and then you got your fats, and then you got your veggies, and then I don't know, I haven't really visualized that out very, very well, but I kind of think of the protein as the anchor and then everything else is around it. Maybe it's like some of this fish or water. So numbers wise, we don't count the carbs and veggies, but after that, anything that is a carb you will count. So you can have 10 net carbs in an S meal unless you're in a deep S, which that's THM advanced level. So this means in these low carb meals that you can have a little bit of carbs, like a low carb wrap, because that has 5 net carbs, or 3 depending on the brands you have. I only find 5, whatever. But plus you could have a little bit of like rice in an S meal and it'd be fine. Or there's starchier veggies you could have. So S meal, you'll want to make the anchor of protein. That's going to put it all together. Then you'll want to put non-starchy veggies, which will be your fuel pull veggies, and add them around. Then you can slap some butter on them and enjoy them. Like, my 2 favorites are the skillet green beans, which are so easy and cheap, or the oven green beans, the green fries. They're so good, but finding the whole green beans like that is a little more expensive. So then you can have your protein with your veggies. You could have nuts, but people who have harder time losing weight may want to be careful on nuts. They are high in calories, so you don't want to like stuff your face with nuts, but they're great for snacks. Snacks, I call them. You can also have those nut flours if you're not allergic. But if you are having a hard time to lose weight, or you're in like a deep S, you may not want to do a lot of nuts and nut flours. So then you can have berries. You can have about a cup of strawberries and half a cup of blueberries in a S meal, unless you're in a deep S setting. So keep that in mind. Deep S is slightly different than regular S. So the rules are a little more strict. And if you are having trouble losing weight, look into those deep S meals. So, and cheese, you can have cheese in S meals because that's a fat. So let me get the baby. He just woke up. So unfortunately we have the baby the rest of this video. So what can you eat in an S meal? Well, S-friendly meats is pretty much everything that's not like a frankenfood. So, all meats, fat or lean, that fit in your living life guidelines. Eggs, whole eggs and egg whites. Dairy. Again, Trim Healthy Mama is not a milk person. So the dairy that you are allowed to have is heavy cream, half and half, which you can have an E setting counting as your fat. Butter, all cheeses, sour cream, double fermented kefir, full fat and reduced fat forms of cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, full fat or non-fat. I actually only buy non-fat because it's not cheap, unless I'm treating myself to wheat, which is a little lower on the protein count, but it's full fat, but it's delicious, and it's a treat, like a dessert for me. So, 0%, oh, I already said it. Laughing Cow cheese, light Swiss cheese wedges. But this is a personal choice item and it could hinder your weight loss. So keep that in mind. All S-friendly veggies is all non-starchy veggies. But again, you will want to watch out for onions and tomatoes because those do have carbs. And so you don't want to do much in a S meal. Then limit butternut squash and acorn squash to half cup amounts in S meals. Then S-friendly fruit, like I said, berries, lemons and limes. Avoid other fruits. So this is not going to be your fruit meal unless you're having a crossover. You can have raw roasted nuts, seeds, nut butters without sugar. So yes, Jif Natural has sugar in it. So you'll want to find another brand. And on my WIC in my state, I can find at least 1 or 2 brands that don't have sugar that are covered on WIC. So it is possible, hopefully, in most every state. As friendly condiments, all oils that are cold pressed, mayo, mustard, horseradish sauce, vinegar, salad dressings, non-sweet pickles, olives, nutritional yeast, all broth without sugar, spices, seasonings. Seasonings you have to watch out for because there's sugar in a lot of them. If you really need a chicken or a pork seasoning, I really recommend Butt Rub. Is super good and there's no sugar. It's great and it's funny. Unsweetened cocoa powder or cocoa nibs, Bragg's liquid aminos, which honestly I only got coconut aminos like a month and a half ago, so it's not something you have to have in your Trim Healthy Mama journey. Soy sauce, tamari sauce, ketchup, sugar-free homemade is best, but if you can find you can have small amounts of regular ketchup on a low-carb burger if you really, really need to. I don't do condiments. You can use hot sauce, which I honestly didn't check my hot sauce for sugar, and I should probably look in it. Worcestershire sauce does have sugar in it, so keep that in mind because there are recipes that ask for it, and I'm just going to keep using what I already have because it's expensive, but keep in mind now. As friendly grains and beans don't exist really. You can have a 1/4 cup of beans in an S meal, but don't use it in every S meal. And also you can fit 1 light rye or flaxseed wassa cracker or sesame revita cracker into S meal now and then, but don't do it every day. I can only find multigrain in my stores, so I'm stuck with no crackers in my S meals. Some healthy, some specialty items that you might want to use is protein powder, collagen, gelatin, glucose, natural sweeteners, baking blend, peanut flour, the cognac noodles, and honestly, I don't think it's completely on plan, but I will and do use shirataki noodles, but I don't try to use them like every day. But they're what I can find cheaply in my stores. Yes, my Walmart does not have plain cognac noodles yet. I see my grandmother's Walmart in Hopkinsville does. So there's something to consider. Its location matters. 100% cocoa baker's chocolate, unsweetened nut milks, stevia sweetened chocolate, square or 2. So 2 rows of a Lily's, or 85% dark chocolate is okay. I really prefer the Aldi's. I need to go back to Aldi's this week because I need to stock up. Me and the baby has ate like 5 packages in the last few months. So then you got personal choice items. These are the ones that may cause you to hold on to weight if you are a slow loser. Low carb wraps, low carb tortillas, pitas, lavish breads, fat-free ready whips, the Laughing Cow creamy light cheese wedges, and Dreamfields pastas, which I believe is 1 cup in an S setting or any settings. I wanted to add something to something. Oh, so when I eat out, so I don't use dressing on my salad like 75% of the time. Occasionally I will use a dressing, but not all the time. When I go out, I get Thousand Island, and sometimes at home I use Thousand Island, and it probably has sugar. It's probably not on plan, but considering, 97% of the time I don't use dressing. I think that one thing is not going to kill me. I mean, if I was using it every day, it'd be different. But I use it very sparingly because I don't like ranch. I don't like ranch. That's gross. And I don't really want to mix stuff because every time I make something special like that, it goes bad before I can finish using it because I don't use those products all the time. And my whole family is not Trim Healthy Mama. So, here's a tip I do when I'm out and about and I'm having a salad. I ask for my salad dressing on the side, then I will dip my salad in the dressing so that I'm getting that mouth feel of dressing, but it's not a lot, and I wind up only using 1/4 of the little cup. Nutritional yeast you can use up to a tablespoon in a deep S setting. And I think the same goes for Parmesan cheese. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. Like very garnished amounts, pretty much. But my favorite S meals are Dreamy Creamy Lazone from Trim Healthy Table. Deconstructed stuffed peppers from Trim Healthy Table. I have actually found this. I have Trim Healthy Mama, depending on how I cook it, a regular recipe. It's very calorie abusing. We don't want to abuse calories, but I do it like once a month because my husband loves it. It's a yellow curry, but it uses a lot of heavy cream. But that'd be S. If I put it with brown rice, it's a crossover. If I use it with cauliflower rice, it's still an S. But if you're like me, a lot of your regular recipes were probably pasta based, so it is hard to Trim Healthy Mama-fy them. And I don't understand how people can say, just Trim Healthy-fy all your meals. I'm like, I can't. It's all pasta. You're not supposed to use Trim meals all the time, and I'm sorry, the other options will not do half the things you need to do them for the pastas I could make. It's just not working. Other S meals I love is the chocolate truffle shake from Trim Healthy Mama. It's an okra based shake, but it is amazing. You need to stop. It is amazing, and it really does taste like a truffle. So, what other S meals do I really like? You can also, a lot of the soups in, Whoop Whoop soup is a really good one. So, if you have a recipe and you're not sure if it can be trimified, here's some of the building blocks I kind of do to see if it is Trim Healthy Mama. So first, you obviously don't want any whites, like potatoes, flours, and such. But you will want to look at key ingredients, I call them, like a whole egg. Oh, that's going to be an S thing. Does it say egg whites? Well, it could be S or E. Does it call for fruit, like a banana? Well, that obviously is an E. What kind of veggies does it have? Acorn squash, more than a half a cup? Maybe then it's now an E. If it has a peanut butter, does it have nuts or peanut butter? Oh, well then that's an S. If it has peanut flour, it could still be E or S, depending on what it is. Does it have cheese? That's most likely S. In very, very small garnish amounts, you could have probably like low fats, but most likely if it has cheese, it's an S. If it has full fat or half and half and heavy cream or full fat butters and cheeses and stuff, it's most likely an S. There are some fuel pool recipes or E recipes that will call for a tablespoon only of a butter or coconut oil, and but it's between 4, 5, 6 different servings. It's still within the 5 grams of fat. So, do you want to have like a bulletproof of coffee every meal? No, because in Trim Healthy Mama, we want to balance our meals. And we want to not abuse calories. So naturally, the S and the E juggling is going to balance them out to be even and hopefully weight loss promoting. So having a heavy cheese meal every single day, or heavy butters every day, or all the chocolates every day and every meal, or having a heavy S meal with a heavy dessert, that's not going to be as health promoting as having a S meal and a fuel pool dessert, or a deep S meal through the week occasionally. So you want to really look at your different categories of your meals when you're making your meal plans, especially if you're having stall, because that can really help you. So I hope this video helped you out. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.